Hey guys, and welcome to episode 17 of MCEternal, the space race, where things have been going well. Got to the moon and got murdered instantly, losing our rocket up there, so yep. And then we created a Ratlantian Automation, which is now loose in the world. Yeah, I wasn't ready to fight him, and I spawned him really near my base. So we just gotta hope he doesn't come back over before we get some better armor. Now, I have started making the power suit, but it is currently useless. We need to kill a Ratlantian Automation to get the thing to make the work table where you can actually put upgrades in this guy. So yeah, now I think I'm going to make some Ender Armor. Now this stuff isn't terribly difficult to make. End steel is end stone. Or like just end stuff, we've got that. Dark steel is pretty much coal and steel, or obsidian and steel, I think. And yeah, obsidian. So that's not too bad. We do need, I don't know if I was actually going to make this bow, but it looked cool. We need these guardian diodes. We're going to be making a slice and splice anyway. And we need prismarine and prismarine shards. Now, I reckon if we find one of these guys and chuck into the mob duplicator, that would be good. That would be good. What is a porous stone? Looks cool. Oh, we can make prismarine shards out of nether quartz. Cool. Okay, alright. But how do you make prismarine crystals? Oh, nice. We can just turn nether quartz into prismarine with our Torque constructor. Awesome. Oh well, let's make a slice and splice then. We're really close. Actually, we need to be getting... I got some coal coming along. I got some steel coming along. Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. You just go a bit faster, mate. Okay, so for a slice and splice, we need a soul machine chassis. Hey, we've made one of them before. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff for this. Dark iron bars. I don't think we got any dark iron. That's cool. We probably have some of this. Nice. We probably don't have any of that. But I think I've got some grains of infinity. Awesome. So we need 2 of these. Upgraded to 2 of these. Oh, you can make it with just iron bars. Why would you ever want to make it out of the expensive ones? You might have already had iron bars. We didn't. And boom. All we're missing is a soul machine chassis. We need one of these. We might have left over. We don't. The solar tuned dye blend. I think we're missing brown dye. How do we put that stuff over here? Nope. Do we have any of this stuff? So it's just soul powder, which is solarium, which I've really got a bit of. And the brown dye, which was just sticks. More cocoa beans. And sticks and twigs. Now, is there an easy way to get sticks and twigs? Wrong one. Oh, grass gives you a chance to get them. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because we need a lot of them. The best way is to get a shrub, which comes from a desert generally. We'll do that. Now we want these crushed up. Right, this guy's doing his thing. Let's go get some shrubs. Actually, I think there's a waypoint closer to the desert than we are. But my map's gone because of the crash. I think it was... Is this the vampire village? Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of... I don't know why they keep spawning. I should probably get rid of them. I don't know why there's so many. Oh, there's so many. Oh, it's so dark. Oh man. There's a lot of vampires. Yeah, I think this village is infested with vampires, and we have to do a bit of a purge, I think. Oh mate, there's so many. Are you making more? You guys have all got to go. To get rid of all these vampires. Yeah, I'm not sure if removing all the vampire villagers fixes the vampire problem, but let's just hope it does. I mean, I know they weren't all vampires, but I think it's safe to assume they were going to turn. Ooh, a Thorncraft portal. Ooh, Rainbow. Oh yeah, okay. Well, pay attention. Oh, I broke the portal. Nice. Mate, we got some junk. Well, let's just eat this experience. Nice. Desert. Yeah. Oh. Why is this on fire? Must be those vampires. It wasn't me. Right, the village has been cleansed. Nope, I can hear another one. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure there'll be no more vampire problems. Yep, I just fixed all the vampire problems. Now I need some sticks. Oh, I also need the world to load. Now, I vaguely remember it being this way somewhere. Oh wait, do I still have my Nature's compass? I do. Let's just find a desert. Oh, we don't want to look for a dark forest. Ah, it was this way. Alright. Oh hey, a desert. Now, it's in my bag. I should hopefully still have... Oof, for a second I thought I didn't still have them on me. I like how I've gone from not wanting to use the ridiculously overpowered sword I got in a loot crate to constantly using the overpowered sword I got in a loot crate. And all it took was a couple of well-deserved deaths on my part. To be fair, now I remember that guy. We've been here. I was gonna look in that dungeon. Can't. We got a wild Ratlantian Automation on the loose, and we probably need to sort him. Now he seems to not like attack me. Alright, you're lucky this time. You're lucky this time. Yeah, he seems to not attack me unless I attack him, so that's nice. Considering how close to the base he is. Cool. Is there actually a different way to get these? Mana infusing, a drying rack. Oh, saplings turn into dead bush. Well, hey, I probably could have done that. Actually, no, we got our ender book. We don't even need to slash home. We can use the book and it's faster. So we'll chuck our dead bush into the sag mill. And that's way too slow. Oh. Yeah, I should probably upgrade these guys. Oh, now you've made me some steel. Awesome. And it's what? Steel? Nothing there. And this guy. Steel. In stone. Does it have to be bricks? Huh? What was in steel? Any in stone? Dark steel, dark steel. And dark steel was obsidian, or iron and pulverized coal. Obsidian. Now I don't think I've got heaps of obsidian. Not particular, I'm gonna need more. Gonna need a lot more. At least get that guy going. You finished making this? Ah. Sorry, I need you. And I need some slime. I think we'll probably only get 2 out of this. Hey, 1 dark steel. Ah, so slime and twigs. Yeah. Alright. That's all we need. And now we can make our solitude dye blend. Once we grab this soul powder. Now I feel like we should have some of this left from last time, because it makes 6. Oh, I guess not. And alloy furnace, this guy and this guy. I bet there was some more in here. Yep. There was. Cool. And a soul machine chassis, and it should be everything for a slice and splice. Nice. Hey, cool. You're gonna go the next place we can put power. Oh, you need a capacitor. I don't think I have many capacitors. I haven't got any capacitors. Oh, we have to actually make one. Let's steal the one we put in this dude, because we don't need you very often. Cool. So we got that guy, because we need 4 of these dudes. We need an axe and shears. Energetic. Alright, we need a better alloy smelter. Let's do it. We should probably do it. Alloy smelter. This needs dark steel. Alright, so that's... we need more dark steel. Whoops. Like that. Now, we are going to want more auto crafting, and I think we've used it all. Now we can run another channel off, which we probably will, and I might just put it up in the sky because, hey, we're moving our base. So if I wanted 8 of these guys, I need 4 nether quartz. Right, I think I'm actually out of nether quartz. Yeah, I am. Do we still have our fortune? We do. Right, I'm gonna go do a bit of mining, and yeah, we'll be right back. So I managed to not save the audio I recorded for this half of the episode, so that's cool. Now I'm going to do a voiceover and try to remember what I was thinking at the time. I just got a bunch of quartz and some fish, and yeah, time for a quick power nap, I believe. Yeah, bit of a pain that I didn't save the audio, but I won't make that mistake again. And now, with that bunch of quartz that I just mined, it was time to make... I think I was making interfaces. interfaces and molecular assemblers. Something like that. Yeah, interfaces. Nice. And we've got all the stuff. And this is just because I filled up all my interface slots, I believe, at this point. And, you know, crafting some of the stuff we're going to be crafting in the future is it's not the best by hand. And hey, short on fluids and logical processors. Oh, I don't think I showed this before either. It was wireless charging of our flux capacitor. Which is nice. Just, you know, constantly draining the really bad power generation we have at the moment. And yeah, our slow furnace, alloy smelter, just smelting away and working on the upgraded one. Yeah, there's kind of the two different recipes for making it, and one is way better than the other. Definitely just make the stone furnaces. And to get these machine chassis that we need for this tier of machine, we needed some organic green dye and organic black dye. And you get the organic green dye from that grass stuff, clippings and trimmings, which means, yep, it's time to mow the lawn. Luckily there is grass everywhere. Easy. Nice. Way easier than going to the desert and getting some of those twigs. And yep, there's still a Ratlantian Automation out there somewhere. Yeah, so that machine going, getting us our clips and stuff. And yep, running out of power because we keep time to bottling it. This is where I thought about, you know, oh, I like the recipe's twice as good if you use eggs, but I don't have a chicken farm, so I guess the logical thing to do is grab a mob imprisonment tool and try and catch a chicken. And yep, mob imprisonment tool. I'm gonna go out and briefly look for chickens before giving up, because there's grass everywhere and it's faster to just wait. And clips and trimmings, clips and twimmings, clippings and twimmings later. We have, with some slime, organic green dye. Cool. And yeah, that's enough to make two lots of the dye. Once we make the it's crushed lapis, not the organic black dye. We already had that. Actually, I remember finding this crushed lapis later and wondering why on earth I had crushed lapis in my pulverized ore chest. But well, this explains everything. And industrial dye blend. Cool. And using this industrial dye blend, we can now make. No, I'll definitely make some more than that. Yeah. We can make a couple of machine chassis. And these just get chucked in the very slow and inefficient alloy smelter we have. To make the industrial chassis frame, get an exciting achievement and some. There's Ender cereal in the inventory. I spotted it. And yeah, you can either make a alloy smelter and a simple alloy smelter and a simple furnace. But if you're doing that, like that requires iron, mostly iron and a little bit of grains of infinity, or you can just make 3 stone furnaces. Yeah. Yep. I would definitely just do that. And always short on iron nuggets. Of course. Of course. Setting these up in the auto crafting. That's the trick. That's the trick. And some dark steel nuggets later. And we have a couple of dark bimetal gears and nice. Finally got around to getting a better alloy smelter. And this thing is better. Now the only problem with these things is you have to put capacitors in them. And I'm lazy, and so instead of going and making a capacitor, I just keep flogging the one I've been using. Yep. But hey, look at that speed, and that's without time in a bottle. So obviously, you put time in a bottle on it. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We're gonna have so much dark steel. And with this charged soda quartz Must have been used in one of the auto crafting recipes. Oh no, making flux crystals. And of course, instead of using the growth acceleration chamber that I made a few episodes back, I instead decided to just chuck it in water because, yep. I mean, it does look cooler. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, I don't know if there's actually any recipes that use just the regular flux crystals. There might be. I just wonder if it's more efficient just to make everything into the pure variety, since we already have the machine. But, yeah, I'm crushing up half them, and boy, I made a lot of them. And a bit of crafting later, it was time to... I think I was working on... Oh yeah, making the end steel. The end goal of this whole ordeal. And it needed obsidian, which, yep. We didn't have any obsidian anywhere. I check everywhere though. Oh, I check everywhere. It can't be that I'm just out of obsidian. But no, turns out no obsidian left. So, popping over to the end because you've got these gigantic obsidian towers just sitting there. Yep. And you can regenerate this too, so it's infinite obsidian. Even though you can definitely make infinite obsidian in other ways. Yeah, with the help of ore excavation. Obsidian for days. Obsidian for days. And now, with dark steel, endstone, and obsidian, we start making our end steel. And that leads us to the next problem. The next thing we need to tackle, which I think was the logic processors. So I'm also working on getting the auto crafting set up for the second batch of molecular assemblers and enemy interfaces, and of course a timer bottle and a power nap and a power nap. Ooh, look at that end steel. Fast end steel. Cool. And yep, we got these logic processors going. We can get a few of them with tiny bottle. And boom. Boom. We're gonna have way more auto crafting, but short on those applied energistics cables. And of course, instead of making the better, fancier ones, which I probably should have done, it's time to just make a bunch of those small glass ones. Yep, a bunch of them, and then time to build a awful pile of interfaces and assemblers up in the sky. Because we're moving the base to space in the future. You know, I don't want to spend too much time making this look pretty. Yep. And hey, big pile of cubes in the sky. Doesn't make any sense, because they're probably heavy. And a whole doubled. Look at all that space. We can fit so many recipes in there. You can fit so many recipes in this bad boy. Yeah, hey, I think that was all the end steel we needed for making the end armor. And making some more dark steel because, yeah, always handy and useful for the upgrades, which we need to make for the summer. And now time to get the last piece, which is, yep, yeah, the prismarine, and having trouble this thing keeping up. So to try and get around that, I try and grab a GPS and power that thing from the power cable and GPS at the same time, because, you know, it's got the infinite transfer, or the big transfer at least. But it didn't help. It didn't help. I think it's the internal capacity of the molecular assembler at this point, just not keeping up. And hey, with our prismarine shards, we can crush some of them up and get the crushed prismarine. The other thing we need, prismarine crystals. And hey, that's most of the stuff we need for this, whatever it's called, capacitor dude. I've forgotten the name. The thing we need for the Ender Steel armor. Or End Steel armor? Ender Armor. And yep, short of nuggets again. And just enough capacitors for the armor, not enough to put capacitors in the machines that don't have capacitors, but that's cool, that's fine. Then of course we need a axe and some shears, and I've got the resources, so we make fancy shears and a fancy axe. Diamond shears. Seems like a waste, but hey, won't have to deal with that for a long time. We could have made dark steel shears and a dark steel axe, I suppose. I think you can put them in that machine. And flog my one capacitor that I'm using for all my machines. And guardian diodes. Let's get the crystals. Nice. There's some cool, interesting noises that happen. And hey, all the components for some Ender Armor. Ah, nice. This stuff's cool. You can make the dark steel variety first if you want, and just take the upgrades out of it that you end up making for it and put them in the armor. So it's not a waste of time, but I had the materials, so why not just skip straight to this armor? And then we got a wild Ratlantian Automation to deal with. So hey. And look at that. I think it looks pretty cool. I think that armor looks pretty cool. Almost looks kind of camo. And decent stats too. I mean, it's about the same as the armor we were using, but yeah, those upgrades we get, they make a big difference. Like the empowered, you can get like speed upgrades, which I don't think I made, but you can. And to install any upgrades, you need a dark steel anvil. And I thankfully had enough dark steel to make, yeah, just the top, but still needed a few more, so getting some more dark steel going. And we ended up with enough dark steel to make the anvil. And this guy. Oh, better process some of these ores. And yeah, you can put different upgrades in the armor. And I think I had, yeah, in my inventory, in my storage, had an ender sword, and it's probably not a bad idea to collect these because you can take the upgrades that come on them off them and then use them in your armor, which, yeah, saves you a little bit of crafting. So definitely worth doing. I know you sometimes find like dark steel armor. I always seem to find boots and ender swords. Yeah, and then you can use those upgrades that you get on your new fancy armor that you've made. I don't think you can find ender armor anywhere. Maybe in this mod pack though. Maybe in this mod pack. Hey, would you look at that? Empowered 2. And another really cool upgrade that you can get is the night vision. That's pretty handy. It's sort of toggleable with a hotkey, so especially like in this pack where the end is really dark and the moon is also really dark. Definitely a good idea. And yeah, empowered 5 upgrades. Need some tormented enderman heads, which, yeah, we have actually all the stuff for making them, so I do end up making some empowered 5 ones in between episodes. But hey, this has been the episode. Next time I hopefully won't forget to save my audio after I've finished recording. That would be nice, But hey, this has been ClassicDuff. You've been watching this episode. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.